Hello everyone and welcome to another Xbox One World of Tanks video. My name is WizardKen and today we're going to be reviewing the WZ-131. Now, I've been able to play this tank for a very long time and I feel comfortable with giving a review about this tank. Today we're going to be just going out and playing one or two battles, something like that, and talking about what I've felt about this tank since I've been playing it. I've played a good amount of battles in it and I've had a lot of fun with this tank. I feel like I've really gotten a lot better with light tanks. Now, we're not going to be going over the stats and the armor details and stuff like that. That usually takes a lot longer to do, and it really makes these videos a lot longer. So I have been splitting these up. If you're new to the channel, there is a section in the playlist called First Impressions. Now, that's where I go through all the tanks that I just buy. We've already done one on this tank. We go through and we talk about the stats, we talk about the armor, and we take it out for the first time or close to the first time. In those videos, you'll see a lot more in-depth stuff about these tanks, or any tank. It just makes these videos a lot longer if I try to put them all together. So we broke them up a little bit. So the first impression videos are very in-depth on the stats and the armor, but when we get to the games, we only do like maybe one game. Where on this one, we could do one or two games without making it terribly long. So anyways, guys, I've enjoyed this tank a lot. Let's do a couple of games. We'll talk about it a little bit, or at least try to. Sometimes I get sidetracked by playing. And see how this tank is. And then at the end, I'll give my final verdict about the WZ-131. Alrighty, guys, we're in South Coast Standard Battle. We're going to be going against Tier 9s and Tier 8s. Now, there's a couple of new things I learned about these tanks that I didn't know about. And I guess this just goes in general and stuff like that. I just thought light tanks see their same tier and then 3 tiers above. So like 7 would see 8, 9, and 10s. But from what I've been told by Jack the Ripper and a couple other guys is that actually, even though I'm a tier 7 tank, I usually won't see just tier 7. Like the highest, sometimes you could take out, we'll just say like a T29, a tier 7, and you will be the top dog because you're the highest tier. This, you will not see that. You will only see tier 8s, 9s. So the highest tier in this battle could have been just tier 8s, but we would never be top dog in that sense. Now, going back to the tank now, one of the things I like doing with this tank is being aggressive at first and then hiding away. So what I mean by that is really not being like out there shooting at people, but what I want to do is let the enemies know my presence is known. I want them to see kind of where I'm at. I know that sounds weird, but then go to a different spot and see if they'll follow my path. It's like a cat and mouse game. I'm the mouse that's trying to get the cat to follow me into the electrical field so he dies, kind of thing. And that's kind of what I want to do on this is I want to sneak around a little bit. I want to see if I can spot people, see if they come after me, and if they do, then I run away and do something different. Now, that can sometimes be tricky. To be honest with you, I'm very map-oriented with this tank, and what I mean by that is I am very good with open maps and stuff like that. I'm not particularly well with very enclosed maps. Now, I've done good with Ensk and Himmelsdorf, but I am still not very good with those tanks, or with those maps, and I'm just not very good with them because of the style that I play with this tank. I like to be able to get away, and with those, those tanks, you just can't get away quick enough because there's nowhere to go. It's not very open. It's not a very big maps. They're very small maps. Can I see any of these guys? I was hoping so. I might be able to get a spot at these guys up here. Might be able to do something to them, which would be awesome, but no. These guys are still pretty well covered up. But I'm thinking we could still sneak up and do something to somebody at least. There's a KV-4. He spotted us, and he's going to probably shoot at us. So we need to probably back away a little bit. Can we hit this? No. Is that Black Prince going to try? He might. We have no shots on anybody at the moment. Or we've done no shots at anyone. He's gonna shoot at us. Yep, he missed. We're gonna reload and hopefully hit him. There we go. That's the nice thing about this gun is that you got the penetration. I'm using the 100mm. You can get the 100mm or 85mm. And that's the nice thing about this tank is that you could sit there and, oh my god. The one thing that's probably gonna get me killed is the fucking statue. Ugh, I love that shit. Oh yeah, he's still looking at us. We didn't get out of here. But the 85 and 100mm all have, you know, the pros and cons. You know, the 100mm, you know, can penetrate and damage, but it's got a slow reload. Where it's not like terribly slow. It's like, I don't know, 10 rounds or something like that in a minute. Where the 85 can do like 15 rounds or something. We'll just say something like that. Or this shoots 7 rounds and the 85 can do 10 rounds in a minute. Something like that. It's something ridiculous in that sense. Can I shoot at this guy? No, I can't. Alright, we're going to go up this way and see if we can help push a little bit. We've been really... To be honest with you, the enemy team did not do anything that I thought they were going to do. Usually they go down towards the beach area and different things like that. They didn't do anything really quite like that this time. And I'm really kind of disappointed in that. Because it really screwed us on being able to get some decent points. Ah, I missed again. And that's the other thing. See how long this reload is? It really sucks having this much of a reload. It really does. You know, with the amount of damage that I'm doing, I wish I could have a better reload than this. So, but the cool thing is I'm so small that if anybody shoots at me, like that guy just did, I am so freaking small that I should be able to, oops, I was going to say hide, but, but I stayed out there way too long. I stayed out there way too long. See if we can get up here and hit this guy. Try to get up behind him. Might be able to do it. Which way is he facing? Oh, he shot. There we go. Ah, of course. Of course. Ah. That could have been bad. I hate when you shoot through like a brick wall and it blows up your round. It sucks. I wish it would go through a brick wall like it does through a fence. Alrighty, so we did 19,000 in silver, 3,088 in experience points, did 989 damage, 4 penetrations, 459 assisting, and 1 destroyed. We didn't do good at all. We only came in halfway through the pack, but that's okay. The KB4, 74 damage done by us spotting him. We actually got to hit the Black Prince once, and we helped with 201 damage. The VK, we also helped out with him with 105 damage, and we did 240 damage to him ourselves. The WZ, 79 damage from somebody else, 233 by us. And we knocked out his gun. Fucking A, hell yeah. 258 damage to the Yog Tiger. So, alright guys, so we're on Himmeldorf standard battle. We're going to go against tier 9s, tier 8s, and a lot of tier 7s. So, this might be a better battle for us. But this is one of those maps that I just don't do amazingly well with. Now, one of the things we didn't talk about last time is the equipment. And the equipment is very, very important for this tank in particular. I mean, being a light tank, you definitely want to have that camo net. You want to have, you know, either coated optics or the binoculars, something like that that'll help you with your spotting and stuff. But the problem with this tank is that, you know, because we're using the 100mm, sometimes it's not the most amazing in the sense of, how do you want to say it, you know, aim time and reload time. It's about like 8 seconds to reload, and the aim time takes a while to aim in. If we stop for a second, you could see how long it takes to aim in, and you could probably get shot like 2 or 3 times You know, you're not going to be able to do a quick shot, a clutch shot really quickly without your round just going somewhere magically out in outer space, something like that. So you're only allowed 3 spots on your tank for equipment. You know, you're allowed and 3 spots, yeah. So we've got a camo net. We have there's a T-34. So we've got a camo net. We have a coated optics. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate to see whether I want to stay on this side or go around a little bit. But like I said, we have coated optics. We have the camouflage net. And then we could pick one more thing. So do we want to have a better reload time, or do we want to have a better aiming gun lane drive, something like that? You know, it's really hard to figure out what you want to do with these tanks. And we're going to get overrun up here, so we got to run away, which is going to suck. But hopefully we can do it without getting shot. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to run away. This is not going to be good. Make the turn. There we go. Anyways, but like I said, you know, and it sucks having to choose which one of those we should do. Oops, we missed, and he didn't. Magically. He didn't miss, but we missed. And that sucks a lot. That really does. You know, he got that lucky shot on there. You know, locking on, unless I'm like right there, it's really hard to be able to do that. Sit there and lock on and just shoot at people. Oh, I missed. I missed. I thought he was going to keep going. I thought he was going to keep going. And that sucks. There we go. We got him that time. We got him that time. Alright, where's this little light tank at? That's what I want to know. There he is. Ah, I screwed up on that one. That was my B. My B. My B. He's going to run. Yep, he's running. Alright, so we're going to come up behind him. He doesn't have a lot of life. You can see I'm being very aggressive this game. I definitely want to get some better points. Didn't get it. Alright, so that means he's probably going to go after our artillery, which that means we're going to turn around, help them out as much as possible. Turn around, get down this way. There we go. We got the snapshot in there. We were lucky on that. Now we got to get away. Ah, fucking artillery. Fucking lucky bitches on being able to hit us. And they're going to kill us. There's nothing we can do about it. There's really nothing we can do about this. Our team just is terrible. We're going to get the real quick shot in there. And now we're going to die. Yeah, we're dead. Woo. And we damaged him too. Alrighty, so we did 6,000 in silver, 567 in experience points, 2 destroyed, 713 damage, 4 penetrations, 2 detections. We came in second place because, yeah. We are a lower tier, so of course we're going to come up higher than a lot of people, but look at our team. Even, okay, we'll just say we're in 4th place because these guys, you know, they did 2,000 damage, 1,000, 1,000, you know. We'll just say, even if we came in 4th place, we still beat the rest of these guys in damage, you know. So look at that. That is sad. That is sad. This is just how bad the teams are today. Alrighty, guys, we're in Morovanka Standard Battle. We're going to be seeing 1 tier 10, a couple of tier 9s, a whole bunch of tier 9s, actually, and tier 8s. We're the only tier 7 on the entire game. Awesome. Hopefully our team does a lot better. I played a couple of matches that you guys won't see, but they were just terrible, terrible. Anyways, hopefully we can do better than the very first game that you guys are going to watch. and hopefully get out there and kick some butt. Now, one of the things that I didn't talk about in the first match is the equipment. Now, equipment is very something very important with light tanks, at least that I feel are very important. You know, you want to have a camo net because these things do have pretty awesome, you know, light tanks usually have pretty awesome camo. So it's good for them to be able to get out there and find a spot, hide behind them if you know, if that's your game style, and just spot everything that goes by, which is pretty much what we're going to do right now. We're not going to sit anywhere. We're actually going to go out there and be a jerk. Try to spot what we can. Alright, so we did spot a couple people. Just took a while for it to let us know that we spotted them. Now we're going to run away. But anyways, equipment is very, very important with these tanks. You know, one of the main things, like we said, is the camouflage net. The other thing that you want to get is like either the binos or, you know, the binoculars or the coated optics, you know. One's going to be better than the other, but you got to be stationary for it. The, whatchamacallit, binoculars or telescopes, whatever you want to be called, you have to be sitting still for them to be activated, for them to work. Where on the coated optics, you don't have to be, but it only gives you a little bit of an increase on your view range. So depending on your play style, you know, you need to figure out which one you want to use and which one you don't want to use and stuff like that. Now, that being said, you only have one more spot left. You can only have 3 equipment on here. Now, with this gun, the problem with the 100mm is the aim time and the reload time. It's about an 8-second reload time. And a, whatchamacallit, it's about an 8-second reload time. And the aim time feels like forever. As soon as we get a spot, we're going to sit down and just zoom in. As you can see, it takes a very long time. So snapshotting stuff is not going to be the greatest at all with this tank. It really is hard for me to do that with this tank. So now my problem is, do I want to have a faster reload? Oh, fuck me. Do I want to have a faster reload, or do I want to have, you know, a better aim time? And I'd rather go with the better aim time, because this is just ferocious. The reload I can handle. I can handle that. But I can't handle a nasty aim time. There he is. A little prick that hit me. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Huh? What do you think about that? We're gonna have to move. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. There's heavy tanks coming. It's not good. Once again, our team's not doing the most amazing job. And I feel like we're gonna get spotted doing this. But if we can get behind enemy lines and start pecking at these guys from the ass, we might do pretty good. But I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to do this without getting our asses kicked. But we might be able to find a spot back here and help them out. This might be good. This might be good. We got behind enemy lines. And now we're going to start shooting at people in the butts. There we go. See that aim time? Terrible. We could have shot him already, reloaded, you know, and shoot again before this thing ever gets back done. See, now he's wondering, where the heck am I getting shot at? Oh, we've been spotted. Alright. Well, our idea lasted for a couple of seconds. Now we have to leave. We're going to have to go down here. Oh, fuck. There he is. There he is. There he is. Alright. Thank God. Thank God we got that in there without him seeing us. At least I don't think we got detected. We could have gotten detected. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. There's the wall. Fuck. I hate the wall now. I can't see the wall half the time. So we're going to try to get up here. See if we can get some shots on some unsuspecting bastards. Hopefully we can. God, that Conqueror's coming right after us. Shit. Not good. This is not good. Not good for us to be so exposed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Aim, 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 aim. And the T-30 gets us. Alright guys, we were defeated. I made 13,000 in silver. 768 in experience points. 1 destroyed. 858 in damage. 4 penetrations. 2 detected. 212 assisted. Yeah, we didn't do anything. Our team, yeah. Alrighty guys, so we're going to be wrapping up the WZ-131 review and give you my thoughts about what I think about this tank and stuff like that. Now you guys got to watch 3 different battles, one on South Coast, on Himmelsdorf, and Muranovica, or however you say that freaking last map. I apologize, I'm very bad with pronouncing some of these maps. But before we get into that, I would like to apologize. Now I wasn't planning on doing all 3 maps, I was planning on doing just 2, and that was it. But the cool thing about all 3 of these maps is that they all had different unique styles that I played with this tank, and I really wanted to talk about that. But I wanted to apologize because, like I said, I usually only do about 2 battles with a tank, and the Muranovica I redid, basically talking about the same stuff like I did on Himmelsdorf. I talked about the equipment and different things like that, and why you need the different equipment. So I apologize for repeating some of the stuff that I talked about on Himmelsdorf and Muranovica. But like I said, I usually don't use all 3 battles and stuff like that. I usually just try to take the best one that I get. But all 3 of them were unique in their own way. But anyways, let's go ahead and start in talking about the first map. So the first map, South Coast, you know, the enemy didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. You know, it's really rare that you see that, but it does catch you off guard where you're like, what the crap am I going to do? You know, the other day I was playing on Himmelsdorf, and and a whole bunch of, pretty much the whole team went up on the top of the castle, up the hill, and we just wrecked the other team because they didn't know what to do. You know, we caught them off guard. We did something completely different. And that's the cool thing about this game, is that everybody gets in this stride, this routine that everybody's going to go the same way. And it's really neat to see if the other team can actually handle that. And on the first one, we were able to do that. Now, the reason I kept the first one is because I did talk about a lot of things about this tank, and I wanted you guys to hear that stuff. You know, you were able to see me get out there and, you know, really have to get close to the enemy before I could really shoot them and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to keep the first one. The second one, Himmelsdorf, you know, it was a different ball game. I talked about in the first map that I didn't like Himmelsdorf or Ensk because I'm not really good with these tanks in close proximity, you know, like really small maps that are enclosed like Ensk and Himmelsdorf. And the reason why is because this tank, as you see, cannot really snapshot. It cannot clutch shot an enemy very well because of the aim time. It really does take a while for this to aim in, and you really need to be close to the enemy before you can really take those shots. So it really did hinder me a little bit when I was playing Himmelsdorf, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. As you saw, one of the other things you want to pay attention to when you're playing this any light tank is the map. The map is very, very important with these tanks. It allows you to watch where the enemy is going and figure out which ways that you want to go to, you know, get after the enemy. You know, we were keeping an eye on that light tank, and in the end, we were able to destroy him. Eventually, we did die, but as you can see, because of us paying attention to the map and trying to work the enemy as best as we could, we were able to at least end up pretty decently high in the scoreboard. Now, to finish this off, Muranovica, you know, the cool thing about this map is I showed you guys how I scout, you know, especially in an open map. And I really like open maps because what I do is I kind of suicide scout in a way. I like to go out there and spot as many people as I can. Now, a lot of light tanks like to sit there and go out there, spot everybody, and get killed. Well, you're no use to your friends or your allies if you get out there and get killed. You're one of the best spotters out there usually, and you're very quick, and your camo is really good on these tanks. So you want to stay out there as long as possible to help them out. Now, we were able to spot people. Our team was able to figure out which way they wanted to go and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we were starting to fall on the other side. You know, I did pull back after I spotted so that I can start figuring out which way I want to go on the map. You know, my first objective is to figure out the enemy's position and spot as much as I can, and then get back and figure out what I need to do, whether it's staying in the back and sniping at people or just getting on a lonely tank that's out there in the open. And what we did was I sat there and I watched that the right side was falling. I started noticing that we were probably going to get overrun on this, and so I decided to head towards the enemy starting position, which was actually a pretty good idea. We were able to get some shots on a couple different tanks. Was it the Conqueror or Carnarvon? I pronounced that badly too. We were able to shoot him once. We were able to kill the Leopard real quick, and we almost got another shot on the 122. What is it, the ISU or the SU, the Tier 9 Russian tank destroyer? We were able to get almost another shot on him, but unfortunately we didn't notice that there's a T-30 that was coming back for us, and that was one of the problems. Is I was able to sneak behind enemy lines, which was great, but it was just a little too late. If we could have gotten back there a little bit sooner, so that the guys on the right side of the map were able to stay alive, we could have been able to distract them a little bit, shoot them in the butt, and our team actually helped shoot at them, and these guys wouldn't have known what to do. And it probably could have turned out to be a better game than it was, but unfortunately we didn't get to the enemy line quick enough to be able to do that. And unfortunately that allowed the T-30 and other tanks to focus on me because they knew somebody else was out there, and we were getting spotted because nobody was able to fire at the enemy team and stuff. So all in all, we were able to show you different techniques with this tank, getting behind enemy lines, watching the map and playing close range, but also, adapting to the enemy's changes, which is really good to be able to do. And if you can do that, you might not win the battle, but you can definitely end up pretty decently in the scoreboard and stuff like that. So anyways, what my thoughts are on this tank: I think it's a really good tank. The only negative things about this tank is the aim time and the reload time. Now I'd rather have a better aim time, so I'm going to be working on getting my crew a lot better at the aim time with these tanks, because I think that's going to hinder me in the long run, is not having a good enough crew that can sit there and go after the enemy team properly, because I can't aim in quick enough. I want to be able to snapshot a little bit better. I may never be able to get that aim time down to really good snapshot type of aim, but I hopefully can be able to poke over the top of a hill, shoot at somebody, and then run away without taking hits, because right now I'm taking 1 to 2 hits every time I try to do that, and it's not working. I've been having to stay back and just snipe at people, kind of like what I did on Muranovica. So anyways, I think it's a great tank, and I hope you guys enjoy this tank. We're going to be starting on the tier 8 hopefully sometime this week. But anyways, guys, until next time, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like button and leave a comment. It really helps us out a lot. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Until next time, see ya.